One of the oldest plays that I've ever seen is called the Oresteia. And I don't know if you would know this, but this is one of the ancient Greek plays, one of the first plays ever made. And how I saw it was all three of the plays. Because back then, they used to make plays in trilogies. You would have a beginning tragedy, a middle tragedy, and an end tragedy. And so I saw the Oresteia, and this play was squeezed into one, basically. All three tragedies were squeezed into one. And it is quite an interesting play. How it begins is this general of an army, of the fleet, basically, is commanding troops. But then all of a sudden, the gods are against them. And to appease the gods, he sadly must sacrifice his beloved daughter in order to make it so that he wins the war. And he does. But at what cost? Do you understand? And it really is a tragedy. That's the first basic part. He has to sacrifice his daughter. Because otherwise he'll lose the war. But it's his daughter. That's how the Greek tragedies really work. It's a lose-lose situation for most tragedies. Most, if not all. That's how they loved doing it. And most of the time, it was against morals or the gods. Yeah, it was against morals or the people. The gods versus, like, laws. So Act 2 comes in, and Act 2 is when he comes home from the war. He wins the war, he comes home, he's a hero. Everybody is cheering his name. And his lovely wife is there. Lovely as can be. And she loved that daughter. So did he, to be fair. They both loved that daughter so much. But she really loved that daughter. And so, soon after he comes home from the war, she kills him. She murders him in cold blood and sends him off to Hades. That is the end of Act 2. Because she is doing revenge for her daughter, but she is still killing a person. And that is also bad. And she's killing a beloved war hero. So there's another act to this. And now the third act. Apparently, the two, the war hero and his wife, also had a son. He is very strong. He's a soldier. He was away for a while on campaign. He comes home, and his dad is dead. His beloved father, dead. Guess what he does? He decides that he'll take revenge. He will take revenge. And so he takes revenge. He takes his revenge on his own mother, the one who birthed him. And he kills her in cold blood. And this is death begets death begets death. Death leads to death leads to death. And the cycle would just keep on continuing. This is one of the morals of the whole play. And after he kills his own mother, harpies come down, messengers of the gods come down, and they send him a message, and they punish the poor lad who killed his own mother. Even though it was revenge, it is against the gods' will to kill one's own flesh and blood, let alone their own mother. And so each one is punished by the gods. The father punished for killing his own daughter. The mother punished for killing her husband. And the son punished for killing his own mother. And again, the moral of the story is that death begets death. And to try to end the cycle. It truly is a fascinating play. The one I saw was condensed into 3 hours, but each play is usually longer, I believe. These are 3 acts, basically. And in ancient Greece, they would spend a whole day on one trilogy and a satyr play. Truly a fascinating little history that we have, or that the Greeks have, that plays have in general. And I said all that over a game.